and welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. My name is Bob. I want to let you know, those from the Facebook page, I will be back tomorrow. I'm out of Facebook jail one more day for a simple little crap that shouldn't, I won't go into it. But anyway, it's my Facebook life. Today's video is on Don Knotts. And according to things I found, it appears that Don Knotts was as noisy a house guest as Gomer was. Let's see about it. In the 4th season of the Andy Griffith Show, Gomer Pyle wound up being welcomed to stay as long as he liked at the Sheriff Taylor home for an episode called Gomer the House Guest. The episode paints Gomer as a loud, intrusive house guest, the kind of prolonged visitor who's likely to do stuff like run a vacuum or welcome company at all hours. On the Andy Griffith Show, excuse me, it wasn't all that uncommon for Griffith to have a castmate as a house guest. And as author Daniel Devise writes in the book Andy and Don, The Making of a Friendship and Classic American TV Show, it was more likely to be Don Knotts camping out in the guest room. Knotts became a frequent house guest of his closest friends throughout his life, whether he was crashing in Andy Griffith's anytime filming kept him from home, or bunking up with his childhood best friend house in Morgantown, where he visited his mother in West Virginia. The story goes that when Knotts first found fame on the Andy Griffith Show, the first thing he wanted to do was buy his mother Elise a new house. He finally got the opportunity after he made the movie The Ghost and Mr. Chicken. When Knotts asked his mom where she wanted to live, she was certain she could live nowhere but in their hometown. Together they found the perfect house, and Knotts paid $10,500 to move his mom on up in her own modest way. Because his mom stuck around Morgantown and because they remained extremely close, Don Knotts returned to his hometown throughout his life to visit his mom, usually in the summertime. According to Devise, though, Knotts preferred to stay with his old schoolboy friend, Jarvie Eldred, on these visits, rather than intrude on his mother's quiet home. That way the old pals could spend time together too, and Knotts wouldn't disrupt his mother if any of his other friends decided to stop by. These fun-loving friends were much more welcome in Jarvie's living room. From the sound of it, Knotts was just as loud a house guest as Gomer was on the Andy Griffith Show, but it seems that Jarvie didn't mind. Sometimes when Knotts came to town, they'd go out for hot dogs like the good old days, and when they were boys and things were simpler. In his book, Devise said there were plenty of times when Don's mom, Elise, would make a trip out to see him, too. During those visits, Elise would stay with Don and his wife, Kay, but she never quite got accustomed to what she viewed as their high society living in the fancy house with fancy friends. As uncomfortable being her son's overly quiet house guest as Don would have been bringing his loud lifestyle into the living room, it said that Elise would choose to eat in the kitchen with the housekeeper rather than meet Don's famous friends at the dinner table. On the Andy Griffith Show, Gomer depicted as a bad house guest because he runs on his own schedule. Although this episode centers on neighbors, now we know the premise. It struck home for Knotts and his family. Whether you're a loud or quiet type, it's not easy feeling out of sync with the routines of regular home life, whatever that looks like. Thought it was cute. Hope you enjoyed it. Being that, I want to remind you that Return to Mayberry is on Sunday night at 8 o'clock on MeTV. And being that they're doing that, I'll be doing some Return to Mayberry stuff throughout this week and possibly Monday. So be prepared. It'll be some good stuff. I promise. I won't put nothing crappy up or boring or like I'm boring you right now talking about it, you know. So that's all I got for you. Like I say, I'm back on Facebook tomorrow. So be looking for the trivia questions and stuff on there. So have a great day. God bless, and I'll be praying for you.